Shalom and welcome to Integrity Keepers. Before David ever became king, before he ever stepped onto the battlefield with Goliath, God was already shaping him into a giant slayer.
Long before armies ever shouted his name, David was alone with God in the fields. No crowds, no armor, just a boy and his sheep and the dangers of the wild. A roar splits the air. A lion, powerful, swift, snatches a lamb. David doesn't hesitate. Lord, strengthen me. He runs after the lion, grabs it by the mane, and strikes it down. Another time, it was a bear, massive, ferocious. But David remembered, God had delivered him once. He would deliver him again. David attacks the bear with nothing but a staff and a sling. The creature tumbles, victory in secret, preparing him for what was coming. These moments, nobody saw them, but heaven did. So when David stepped onto the battlefield with Goliath, he did not step alone.
You come to me with a sword, and with a spear, and with a shield. But I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied.
A colossal angel of the Lord, blazing with holy fire, stood behind him, guiding his hand, guiding the stone, guiding destiny. The rock flew exactly where God wanted it to go. Goliath fell. The world saw a shepherd boy's courage, but heaven saw God's power. David rushes forward with fearless purpose, climbs onto the giant, and cuts off his head. Many years passed. David became king, warrior, leader of Israel. But even giant slayers grow weary. War rose again with the Philistines. David's hair was gray now, his strength not what it once was. Still, he went to battle. Abishai was concerned. "My king, let us go in your place." David, "The Lord is my strength. I will stand with my men." But this battle would push him beyond his limits. The fighting at Gob was brutal. Dust, blood, chaos. David's breaths grew shallow. His sword felt heavier than ever. His knees trembled. Scripture says David waxed faint in 2 Samuel 21:15. For the first time, David was too weak to lift his weapon, and that is when the new giant appeared. His name was Ishbi-Benob, one of the last sons of the giant of Gath, a relative of Goliath, burning with vengeance. His spearhead alone weighed 300 shekels of brass, over 7 pounds of deadly metal. He towered over David like a storm cloud blotting out the sun. Ishbi-Benob roaring.
Today I avenge Goliath.
He raised his spear, ready to kill the king of Israel. From across the battlefield, Abishai saw the danger. He didn't think, he didn't hesitate. He ran, but not in his own strength. The angel's power propelled him forward, pushing him with supernatural speed.
Abishai yelling,
"Not while I live!" He slammed into the giant. Abishai lifted David from the ground. The king was shaken, weary, humbled. And David's warriors spoke words that carried divine wisdom.
Mighty man, you shall no longer go with us into battle, lest you quench the lamp of Israel.
David, the lion slayer, bear killer, giant defeater, had reached a new season. Now God would protect his servant through the strength of others. From the lion, to the bear, to Goliath, to Ishbi-Benob, God's hand was always on David, sometimes guiding his sling, sometimes guiding another man's sword, always guarding the destiny of his servant. The message is clear. Even warriors grow tired. Even leaders need rescue. Even the strongest need help. But God never leaves his children unprotected. And the same God who sent an angel to David is the same God watching over you.